Morning tubers. Right, I'm at my van storage site. Took delivery of me 2 new wing mirrors to replace the ones on my van, but my main thing I want to try and do today is maybe gut the van. Alright, so check back in a bit. Right, here we go. God, there's like drywall screws in the door. Right, so we've got to get rid of all this crap, disassemble it all, and go from there really. Get rid of all these anchor bolts, which just look held on with Torx bolts, but I'm leaving this in place for now until I've got all this out. There's a lot of degunking to do, which I haven't brought my G101 with me today, which I wish I had done. But yeah, so we'll get all this out. God knows what they're doing in here, but it's just a shell, isn't it? Did notice though, I've got a 12-volt power supply there, which is going to come quite in handy for when it comes to wiring this out. Right, where should we start? Right, I've got a bit of line off from when I was on the last job, so I'm not going to be kneeling on the crap on the floor. Right, let's have a look. Where's this fixed? So it's got a couple of screws in there. Does anybody, when they're doing a campervan build, watch shitloads of videos? Because that's all I've been doing. And I'm going to try and apply my building trade to doing this van. Basically what I mean by that is the insulation side of things, vapour barriers, and also using a bit of technology. Because I think you could try and beat it, or you could try and work with it, or you could try and mitigate it. So yeah, I'm going to try and mitigate it by using technology, which I think it's going to work. I've got it up here, and it's similar to what I have at home in my house. I'm not going to go too much into it, but it's all about the humidity, isn't it? Let me tell you that. Notice if they have a rubbish point on this site or not. One of the free gifts I got, I've just melted some stuff on it, some chemical. One of the free gifts I got from RTS Tools. When they have the offers, like, hey, I've just got these shorts from RTS as well. Lightweight, brilliant, loving them already. And I've got this first down. Still in a big heavy bloody cargo pants. Right. What we've got around here, it looks like typically it's just drywall screws, but I'm going to keep these, I'm going to keep all these panels for when it comes to making my own panels. Can you wait to it? It stays in the screw. When it comes to making my own carpeted panels, extra down here. I don't know what's been down there. That's the good one there. Well. Noticed as well on here, there is already a conduit along here, and I think at some point this vehicle had, yeah, that's going up there. I think it had flashing lights on the top. Oh, right on, that's brilliant. Right, let me just, I'm going to show you. Someone had the sense to leave on the factory fitted panel. Yeah, that's brilliant. So if it's the same behind there as well, we've got another stencil, haven't we, for doing that, because this side's going to have a window anyway. Oh, that's brilliant. I can see it already, so that's going to be like a nice windowsill area. Oh yeah, cracking. Right, let's move on with the next one. Yeah, it's quite good, it's behind me. It's maybe just taking this out. I was like doing it this way. I get that smells here. It's not so wild, right? So, go down. That's enough. Okay. Been, you see me, we'll just take a guess at something like that. With this being all oily, it's actually protected the paintwork. Look at that, that's just coming up. That's coming up brilliant. This bit of surface rust in the old place, but I'll tell you what, that's no, that's absolutely no. You know what I didn't bring with me? A bloody brush. I got an email off a Chinese company like you do, asking me if I want to do a short or a long video of one of their tools, and it's basically, it says an impact driver but it isn't, an orbital sander and whatever else. Now, to be honest, they're not of any use to the building trade, but I did think, how would it be for the DIY, because they're cheap and they'll do a job, but I just don't think it'd give the right impression to me to brand something called friggin' Ding Dong or Ding Chong or something like that. So what do you think? I'll be up front with you, they've asked me how much I'd charge for doing the video, which I haven't got a bloody clue about. Screws. There's one. So what do you think? I know you're all going to start somewhere with branding or whatever. Yeah, as I am a builder, I mean, Christ, I use Makita, and the amount of frowns that gets off people. When I say people, predominantly me and my brother, because he likes his yellow ones. Yay! Yeah, I mean, look at all that. It's just It looks dirty now, but Christ, it's spotless. If you know what I mean. It's not infected by any rot or anything. So as we can see, there's a lot of old detritus, but it's like, look, when you clean it away, the van's spotless underneath. Let's say you've got the odd rust spot, but it hasn't eaten through, it's literally just surface. Right, get the rest of the anchor bolts out, and then we'll look at let's see if I've got a hand brush in the van. I don't really want to take that out, but things just might get the better of me and I might end up taking it out. I just want to see some progress. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite fortunate. I only have to crouch a little bit to stand in here. When I say fortunate, I mean I never fell asleep in a greenhouse. Right, all the floor's up, screws are out. I've got one anchor bolt I can't get down over there. And I never brought a brush with me, so I've literally just done that with my hands. Yeah, I am really surely tempted to get that end panel out now. And then I could look at getting that bench seat out, get all under there cleaned. So, yeah, let's do it. I don't even know if I've got a metal bit with me. Where there's a will, there's a grieving relative. Hammer, old screwdriver. Right, it's whatever I can find to hand. So I've got an old wood chisel and I've got a big F-off hammer. I've just released that one, so there's a washer around it which I weakened, and I managed to get it behind the rivet and it just shattered it and popped and the bulkhead fell out. Now I'm going to do the same on this side and see if it falls out again. Just trying to free up a bit of space behind the washer. Go in. If I can bend it back. I wonder if I could just prise it round and get it to pop that way. Yeah, I've created a new concept. There we go. Living room door. There we go. Yeah, it was a pop rivet. Right. Right, so look what we've got here then. La 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 la. Here we go. Oh dear me. Right, so I believe there's just 2 bolts at the front of there. And then that slides off there. Yeah, that's going to be having a swivel seat on it. Oh, hopefully I want to put a swivel on this one as well. Wow. Just let me gather my thoughts a minute, catch my breath. Oh dear. Right, I'm not going to take them out because that's pretty clean under there. But I just had a thought. Do you know the bolts I took out from here all the way around? So I could use these to fix on my fascia plate, finishing panel, whatever you want to call it, on there. Looking in here, I mean there's nothing in there. I think most people have taken this down and given this a clean out. That's best. I mean, I'll stand it. Is there anything in there? Nope. No, nothing in there, but it's a nice bit of space. Yeah. Bloody hell. So that window's going to come out. So there's no point sound deadening that. This is going to get sound deadened. So is that, the floor, ceiling. Check see if there's any loose panels here, because that's where you'll get any extra vibration, because sometimes the sealant breaks off. So they'll look good. Look at this one. Yeah, they're all solid. You see how squashed up they are though? There's not a lot in there. It might be worth me just putting some in here just for this once I've got all my wiring in. You know, a few things I need to investigate, like where does that wire go? That's going over here. That's going over here. Going through there. All that can't be just for that one light. No, it comes from. Is it the entire? I don't know. Right. Don't know what to say now. I know what I'm going to say. I need a drink. And this is not the place for it. So I'm just going to get my panels back in the van. Just to keep them, because I can cut around them. The floor ones are gone. I'm going to move that racking to the front of the van. Sell it there, because that is going to be a handy tool. Racking that, can we just think about it? Yeah, we'll go from there. Right. Anybody got any suggestions? Ideas? Let's turn this camera around. About what to do, if anybody's got any links to any places to get the well, the cheapest insulation from, and matting and sound deadening and all that sort of stuff. And if anybody knows where there's a single seat going, so I would rather have a single seat there where that double is and have them both on rotating bases, but one step at a time. Alright, yeah, I've ordered a few bits and bats. Well, I've ordered my wing mirrors, which I haven't shown you, have I? Right, there's my new wing mirrors. Sorry, I'm in the reflection, but it is what it is. There we go, and this is the right hand one, and it's got the built-in sensor. So you've got to be careful when you buy these. I actually sent a message to the seller, because unbelievably or not, if you don't get the one with a sensor, your engine management system cannot calculate the temperature outside between the temperature inside, get a differential. Long and short of it is it can bug your DPF up, so you're going to make sure you get the right one. So this right hand one, so if you're in the UK, the right hand one has a sensor on it. It's just like a little nipple under the bottom, that's all I could describe it as. And that was £74. But if you got the pair, which I got the left one as well, because mine both shot, it came to £104. So 50 quid a piece. If you was to buy the one without the sensor on its own, it was 50 quid. So it made sense to buy both of them. Plus most of mine are buggered anyway. Yeah, anyway, that's that. See you in a bit. Right on, so we're going to get it all swept out today. So all these thick parts where we've got oil and everything, I've just sprayed them with G101 down there as well. So all this will get swept out. Sprayed this up here. Yeah. Oh, and I've just found my bloody clamp. I wonder where I'd left it. Right on, so we've got it cleaned out. All these panels have been cleaned down. All the roof's been cleaned. So that's exposed all the rust spots now. So the next job what we'll be doing is getting some rust treatment, and we'll be going over this. We'll get the wire brush on it, get all these loosey bits off, and then anywhere where you can see these holes, we'll get them filled in. All around here, same this side. And yeah, basically get it all treated. But can't go wrong with that, can you? It's 100% better. It's a lot cleaner than it was, and it doesn't smell of grease and oil anymore. Right, see you soon. Bonjour.